channel. Now, there's something you're seeing on the screen. This is Planet Finance. I'm going to talk about it in a bit. So, first of all, the crypto space is very, very interesting. We haven't even scratched the surface. This is the internet back in the 90s. People like to say, okay, now we're in 1998, maybe 1997, 1999. I don't think so. I think we're still right at the beginning. We're still like way back when the army created the internet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yes, what I mean, the opportunities are still tremendous in the crypto space. Tremendous amount of opportunities. Every time you see red, that's the time. That's the time to do research. That's why when we have long bear markets, that is the time to position yourself, to understand where the market is going, where the crypto space is going. Now, on this channel, we like reviewing real-world use cases of digital assets, but at the same time, we like looking at trends of where things are going. I'll give you an example of a trend. For example, Binance Smart Chain. A lot of people aren't very enthusiastic about them, but personally, I don't necessarily have to have a positive or negative view about them. I just like using their product, and I think they've contributed a lot to the cryptocurrency space in terms of moving it and driving it, like the Binance Launchpad, like actually creating the Binance Smart Chain that has allowed people to, even if it's centralized and it's hard to get in, you need like over 500,000 BNB token to get in there. It has still allowed people to explore this space in ways they would not have if it was just dependent on just Ethereum by itself. And I have nothing, of course, against Ethereum, just in the same way I have nothing against the Binance ecosystem. Now, this decentralized exchange, I did a video a couple of months back about this exchange. I first saw it from a YouTuber called Dallas Rushing, and then I went to explore this particular DEX because this was one of the most beautiful DEXs that I've ever seen, and it's currently built on the Binance Smart Chain, and that's where it's been. I think it's a new exchange. It was launched either in May or March. I can't remember properly, one of those 2 months. But the time I covered this thing, I don't like talking about tokens in this video that much, but by the time I covered this, each token was going for about $120, and I saw it at one point costing about $80 per token, and today we've seen it go as high as $960. Anyways, that's where I'll leave this. This is an automated market maker platform. I made a video about it. If you want to check in the description, I've linked it there. Understand better, read their documents. There's a lot of useful information. Okay, let's continue. The market has taken a tumble for some reason. Uniswap is going up for some reason. There must be some news I've missed. But however, it kind of makes sense to see DYDX. A lot of Chinese people are flocking to DYDX, these decentralized exchanges. So it kind of makes sense that other people are also flowing to exchanges like Uniswap that especially have layer 2 scaling solutions for the Ethereum network. But this is a crypto market. It's doing what it's doing. Yeah. So we have an article here. Institutional investors bought the dip as China FUD broke. Obviously, we saw a bounce back of Bitcoin after the actually not the China FUD. The Evergrande news created a slump in the Bitcoin market and then created a bounce back. But now the market is starting to, this whole China FUD thing is starting to get dissolved. There's only so much power you can have as an individual, as an influencer, as a country. Every time you announce negative news in the crypto space, you dilute your ability to influence the crypto space with your words, with your news, with your whatever is going on. So that is a China FUD. Whoever bought the dips, congratulations to those people. Now, on this channel, we like talking about Fetch.AI. There's this interesting tweet. You all know that Fetch.AI migrated to Fetch, the mainnet, which is, basically moving away from Ethereum, though you can still use the Fed tokens on the Ethereum network, but it's leveraging these technologies that help it. Technologies that mainly stem from the Cosmos ecosystem, because Fetch.ai actually needs this. Their autonomous economic agents that they're creating need to have that ability to be interoperable, language agnostic, and basically be able to interact with other ecosystems, metaverses. We are going to get into that as well. So this was an interesting tweet. Of course, this is one of the validators. We have just deployed a validator on the brand new Fetch.ai mainnet. So this is amazing. It's amazing. This was announced on September 26th. This is one of the validators, fullstake.li, but the other validators as well, like Staking Land, there's Cosmos Station itself. There's so many other validators that are onboarding onto the Fed ecosystem. And we're also seeing other news from other people, other Fed community members. I've not pulled them up here, saying that there's more increased accumulation and attention around the FET token. So it's really exciting stuff that's going on. We're seeing some parallels going on. Everything is still a bit convoluted right now, but we need to keep that tunnel vision and see where this crypto space is going. And yesterday I did a long and exhausting video about layer 2 technologies, but the one important takeaway that I wanted us to take away from that video was the ability to interoperate. So ecosystems, metaverses, NFTs, different blockchains with different consensus algorithms, they need to be able to talk to each other seamlessly. Now, there was this research about Fetch.AI written by an amazing company, which I had never heard of, Switch.io.network. They wrote an article about, you can see Switch.io research Fetch.ai. And indeed, this is research. They went to the website, they talked about tokenomics, where the company came from, the founders. They extracted some really nice pictures from the website that show you the agent metropolis, the agent framework, and the autonomous economic agents that lie on top of these ecosystems. The agent metropolis, which supports the Cosmosm smart contracts that can be built or constructed around the Cosmosm technology. You know, things like that. Sidechains, how can they can be connected? They say pictures say 1,000 words, and basically they extracted this information, they expound upon it, the fundamental technologies of Fetch.ai. I urge you, this is a nice article. It's a pretty nice article. You can come here and get a lot of information nuggets about Fetch.ai. Validation, the eons as well, delegates. So this is basically validators. There's a lot of stuff they've covered, including agents themselves. Let me darken this screen. But there was one important thing, decentralized delivery network, different use cases of Fetch.ai. There's many use cases, DeFi agents and so on. But what I wanted to look at again is the roadmap. I like looking at the roadmap. So for those that do not know, of course, every organization has to have a roadmap, where they want to go, where they're going. So this is a planned roadmap. As of now, they've fulfilled the following milestones. Of course, I've covered videos about the roadmap and everything, but just to remind ourselves. So the Fetch.ai mainnet version 2 launched. This launched upgrade of the Launchpad network to Stargate version, Cosmos SDK. This was amazing. I did a video about this, multiple videos actually. Stake swap on the mainnet version 2. And Stargate upgrade on mainnet. Token bridge increases 250 million tokens. And then the launch of the Morbix tokens. Of course, those ones, the last two, actually I think the last three, they're yet to happen. In a few months, this is all in the work. Busy crunching things, getting things together. And Datorella, Morbix, they're going to drop these tokens. And then what's exciting upcoming milestones include connection of Fetch.ai mainnet to the Cosmos Hub with IBC. Guys, you know the Cosmos Hub is the main hub within the Cosmos ecosystem. So this will allow that interoperability with other chains that are connected with the Cosmos Hub. Fetch.ai will expand its use cases, its utility beyond what we can even contemplate right now. So NFT staking support. So just like there's technologies in the Cosmos ecosystem, I think there's P staking, where you can actually stake your Cosmos tokens even if they're still you can utilize your Cosmos tokens even if they're staked. But now here we're seeing NFT staking support. So this is something interesting that I've always been waiting for, just like the collective learning framework on Fetch.ai. Those are things that are quite exciting, and many other technologies, and the autonomous economic agents themselves. So we have here Agent World 6 DeFi trading agent and competition on test network on the test and mainnet. I can't wait for this. Tokenized collective learning system on mainnet. My goodness, I think this will be tie in perfectly with the partnership they have with Ocean Protocol, because Ocean Protocol has a data market where they do this kind of thing where they tokenize your data. You can basically disenfranchising this whole machine learning ecosystem. You can be your own independent machine learning research, or whatever. You have your small team, you publish your research, you can mint tokens to represent that research, and you can create a whole economy. I shouldn't call it economy, a whole economic financial structure from starting from that point and then expanding that to whatever limits you wish, depending on the value of your data, obviously. There's the agent-based Oracle network. We know Fetch.ai wants to focus on these oracles that actually make smart contracts smarter. I don't know how many times I've said that, but that is the fact. So there's a lot of information nuggets in this article, and I'll post it in this video. You can check it out if you want to go through this and really learn a lot about the information that's actually you could get on the Fetch website. It's been quite summarized. It's a long article, but it's summarized considering the number of use cases and number of iterations that the Fetch.ai team and technology has brought forth or is bringing forth. It's too many iterations, but this is a good summary of that. Now, a quick reminder, there was this experiment that Fetch.ai created with the collective learning framework, where users had to go participate in this Dutch auction model, where you place tokens and then you help a machine learning algorithm to generate art. So basically the three winning art pieces from that were this, and this. This was number one. This I think was number two, then number three, something of the sort. So basically, did I open it up here? Yeah. So the winners, this was number 1, number 2, and number 3. So the auction ended. This happened in a period of 7 days, and you can see. Actually, unfortunately, I don't own any of these art pieces. I would have, it would have been nice to own some of them, but I missed the auction. I completely missed the auction, and so anyway, the highest price number 1 traded for was for 6 ETH, and there's another offer for 5.4 ETH. Whoever you are, come on, you can't expect someone that bought 6 ETH to then sell it at 5.4. Okay, this other one was bought for 4.8 ETH. This other one, the third one, was bought for 3.9 Ethereum. Is that the third one? I keep from, yeah. The second one, 3.9. Then I guess this kind of abstract RT kind of thing, 4.8 Ethereum. But this other one that looks like, I don't know, Lord Voldemort or something, this person has already put it up for 150 ETH. Trust me, no one is going to put up these art pieces for less than 50 Ethereum. For sure. So congratulations to the people that have acquired these art pieces. Very nice. And not to mention the fact that there's a whole NFT space world that doesn't even know of the existence of these machine-generated art pieces. Yeah, crypto space, that's why you have to do your own research to find out stuff. So, guys, Fetch.AI focuses on autonomous economic agents, and I really wanted to make this video short. I would be done by now, but there's this article that you might be interested in. So if you feel like you're done, you've gotten enough information nuggets, please feel free to click away. But I think this article is quite interesting. Investing in the metaverse. 4 ways to invest in the virtual future. Guys, this is the future. So while the term metaverse might sound new to many people, it's actually been around for more than 3 decades. However, it has recently received an increase in popularity as new projects start to emerge. So avid readers of popular books like Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson, or films like Ready Player One or The Matrix, know that the metaverse isn't a new concept. It has been a theme in science fiction for decades. But soon the metaverse won't be referenced purely in science fiction, movies, books. The metaverse is coming and aims to become real. But what exactly is the metaverse? What it is now, and how will it look like in a couple of years? So how can interested investors start investing in the metaverse? In this guide, we discuss the metaverse, what the metaverse is, and you can gain investment exposure to it. Diving into the metaverse. The metaverse is assumed to be the next phase of the internet that will see the emerging of virtual reality, augmented reality, and extended reality with the real world. So in simple terms, the metaverse can be viewed as a collection of virtual worlds that are interrelated, just like how the World Wide Web is a nexus of connected websites. Guys, remember interoperability, very important. The term metaverse is a combination of the prefix meta, which means beyond, and verse, such as the universe. So the internet, this internet native world might change the world from what it is today by providing an alternative digital reality where humans will be able to live, work, and play. It is expected to be the successor of the mobile internet, similar to how Web 3.0 is expected to become the successor of Web 2.0. Obviously, Web 3.0 encompasses so many things, but being able to use your MetaMask wallet, that fits into that bracket. So today, games like Fortnite, Roblox, Second Life provide the closest resemblance to the metaverse. When it finally launches, the metaverse will be much more than it is today. The metaverse, once fully developed, will have 3 main aspects. Interoperability, guys. It comes up again. That's why I say pay attention to the Cosmos ecosystem. I haven't dabbled too much in Polkadot, but hey, to each their own. So presence is the third one, and standardization, very important. Humans will be present virtually with others and have the ability to move between virtual spaces using avatars and other digital items. And instead of fiat currencies, people will likely use cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Just make sure you don't spend all your money in Ethereum. I don't want to take a shot. I don't want to take a piece on Ethereum. I'll stop. Okay, the metaverse is expected, because actually the metaverses I'm interested in, like Decentraland, I've invested in them. They're on the Ethereum network, but they also leverage Polygon. Okay, the metaverse is expected in its wake to transform practically every industry and give birth to countless new business opportunities. As a result, it could also become an exciting area to invest in. This is the juicy stuff. So how to invest in the metaverse? If you're an avid investor, then you know that it's never too late to be early. While much of what the metaverse is might still be vague, there are already opportunities for people to indirectly invest in potential success of the metaverse. So Bloomberg Intelligence recently estimated that the metaverse's market size will reach $800 billion by 2024. That's like really close, suggesting this could be a lucrative area to invest. So let us dive in and look at the 4 possible ways you can add the metaverse into your investment portfolio. Metaverse stocks. One of the ways investors interested in the metaverse can invest is by buying metaverse stocks. Metaverse stocks are shares in publicly traded companies that are involved in development of the metaverse, like Facebook with the Oculus Rift and everything. Apparently, Mark Zuckerberg wants Facebook to be recognized as a metaverse company as opposed to a social media company. So the social media giant already has an Oculus VR headset and just recently launched its first smart glasses in partnership with Ray-Ban to build on its augmented reality. So however, if Facebook isn't where you'd want to invest, then there are other companies that plan to play a role in the growth of the metaverse, such as Microsoft, Unity Software, Roblox, Amazon, Walt Disney, and Nvidia. Metaverse exchange traded funds, that's another thing. Alternatively, investors could gain exposure to the growing metaverse industry by buying a metaverse exchange traded fund. An exchange traded fund is a basket of securities that trades on an exchange just like stocks. I guess this kind of looks like the S&P 500, kind of like that, but specifically for metaverses. So a metaverse stock ETF lets people invest in companies that are already making the metaverse happen or are in a good position to do so in the future by buying into the fund. The Round Hill Ball Metaverse ETF Meta, for example, was created to allow anyone to invest in and reap the benefits of the Metaverse Round Hill Investment ETF. Provides investors with exposure to companies such as Nvidia, Microsoft, Roblox, Tencent, Unity, Amazon, among others. So this is interesting. You could actually look into Round Hill Ball Metaverse because it creates that basket of investment into these companies. So virtual world tokens, this is the interesting part. This is where it's accessible to everyone in the world. So virtual world tokens are digital tokens linked to the virtual reality industry. In the virtual world, users are able to use virtual world tokens to buy land and in-game collectibles like avatars. So an example of a virtual world token is the Metaverse Index MVI token, which provides holders with the exposure to a range of tokens from crypto projects covering areas such as non-fungible tokens, NFTs, virtual worlds, and online gaming in the sense. The Metaverse Index token acts as a Metaverse ETF for the crypto market. So guys, you might want to take note of that. Metaverse Index, MVI. Another example is Decentraland. I love Decentraland. Decentraland's tokens. Decentraland is a decentralized virtual reality platform that allows users to buy land, interact with each other, and play games. It's the largest virtual world NFT space, and it's in the NFT space, and its virtual land is represented in the Ethereum blockchain as a non-fungible token known as land. Decentraland uses 2 tokens, Mana and Land itself. Mana is the platform's native utility token that's used for transactions, while Land is a non-fungible token that represents all parcels of land on the platform. If you combine 2 parcels, you get an estate. Guys, you can see many videos that I've done on Decentraland. I think the previous one actually, or the one before that. So Metaverse NFTs, blockchain-powered metaverses that will likely utilize NFTs and the crypto assets will play a huge role in the development and adoption of the metaverse. This is because a functioning metaverse will need to have the ability to allow users to seamlessly and instantaneously move their avatar and virtual assets from one world to another. Interoperability. NFTs are digital assets that digitally represent a wide range of unique items such as art, in-game, and collectible items. Already platforms such as Decentraland and The Sandbox have made it possible for people to purchase virtual parcels of land and even build their own environments using NFTs. As we move closer to the metaverse becoming a reality, we can expect to see more investment opportunities arise in this space. Guys, this article summarizing this complex topic is one of the main reasons why I talk about autonomous economic agents, because this is the way to kind of interact, link machine to machine, and also link the virtual world to the physical world, link machines to the virtual world, and create that awareness, that self-conscious of all these spaces that are emerging. And whatever is going to be in the future, there needs to be a way to automate these processes to reduce as much human interaction as possible, because these spaces are going to be so vast. It's almost being naive enough to think that you understand Earth, you understand consciousness, you understand where we come from, you understand the very essence of humanity. There's just so many details in there until you break down particles and realize that one of the smallest particles is an atom, and then beyond that there's even smaller particles than the atom. So just like the metaverse, it's very naive to think that you can fully understand this by creating humans, by having humans as the elements that move the pieces within this metaverse. There has to be entities in there that are that are, I don't want to use the word conscious, but entities that are very aware and very in touch of their environment and surroundings, that they can make decisions based on what is around them, based on their environment, because they have a link between that environment and whatever other environment that they have to interact with. So guys, actually, that is it. Very philosophical, quite deep, but all these things tying together, and it's very exciting to see these trends emerge and to see where things are going. That's where you can find the true opportunities. All right, guys, I hope you learned something today. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.